have everything. We have everything. Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Alex. So, for today's practice, we have a 75-minute flow, and we're going to work on twisting today, which I love hate. I, I think there's so much value for the spine when we twist. And one of the elements I just want us to have kind of clear in terms of the physical structure of twisting and the way I'm teaching it right now is from the actual idea that a twist is when we're turning away from something that is steady. So with that in mind, if we sit, you can sit with me in a comfortable seat for a moment or on a block. Have a couple blocks, by the way, if you can, because a couple of the bigger poses, it's helpful. All right, so I'm going to sit in Sukhasana. And so I'm crossed kind of tight at the shins. And when we twist, we're going to have the hips pretty stable and really simply go to the right. Like I'll mirror you and just twist to the right. So you could twist and try to get your hips to also move. Some people twist and this hip comes forward. And what we're going to be working with is that the stable base is really around the sacrum in most of our twists. So if you put your hands for just a moment on your sacrum, it's right here. I twist to the right. I'm going to keep the opposing hip moving back. And that imprint will happen over and over and over. So that's one little piece of physical housekeeping that we've got. The other piece is about the hips when we're standing. And I just want to speak to this quickly and then we'll go into the flow. When we stand, and you can even stand with me for a moment, if your feet are hip width apart and you twist, same idea. I'm twisting, but I'm not letting that hip come with me. So the stable base will stay right here. And then the internal organs get a deeper kind of squeeze. When we stand on one leg, this is where the cue, for some of you, you already get it, but I can sometimes see it's a little funky. So if this is, let's pretend this is my right leg and I'm on one leg. When you twist, sometimes what will happen, even whether you're twisting or just balancing, is your hip will kick off to the side. Like you should be chewing gum right now and checking your phone. Don't do that. So what I want you to do when you stand on one leg is root down through the heel more. So if I just press down into the standing foot, this is the weight-bearing leg. And when I say push the hip back, I literally mean push the hip back. So instead of being in a balance warrior 3 like this, kind of sloppy hip, we press down and push back. So that's sort of the element. I know that was a terrible warrior 3, but whatever. Here we go. So we're going to start in child's pose. And just have your knees kind of wide and rest your head down. And you can have your arms back by your feet. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. And a deep breath out. Do another deep breath in. And exhale everything out. You can even feel inside the body how any, parts of the body are tight or, more sensation is happening. Notice that. So we come into all those parts of the body, the ones that are obvious and the ones maybe we've been ignoring or not noticing. Okay, so now take your arms forward, stretch out. Right now we're in a nice symmetrical shape of an extended child's pose. And then see if you can lift your forearms up and charge through the fingers, kind of ground yourself. And now pull up hands and knees. Hands and knees. So we're going to press our hands down and inhale, look up, cow tilt. Exhale, round. And what I want you to do is cross your right ankle over left and sit back at the back of your mat. Scooch up a little bit and then take your hands right behind you for table. So in table pose, the fingertips actually point forward. Point your hands forward, classically anyway, and then lift your hips up for table. So still, we're in a symmetrical, non-twisting action. Just look up. Maybe the head can come back a little. And then come down slowly. Great. So we're going to take the left leg straight ahead and the right foot crosses the body. So we press the big toe mound down. Now this is one of the more simple openings here with the left elbow hugging the knee. Pull the knee in towards you so you feel a little stretch in your outer right hip. Now elevate your crown up and turn to the right. And feel how this side, your left hip, can be present. You can push down in the left sitting bone, try to lift up out of the lower back. So if I was with you in person and you were okay with adjustments, I might lift, nudge this back left corner of the back up a little in the QL, and then turn to the right. So we're also getting space when we twist. We're creating more space. Now inside the body, the internal organs are getting a little good morning, wake up. Now can you bring your eyes to look back just a little more and firm your left leg? Okay, face the front, table. So we're going to place the feet, fingertips forward. Pick up your body, table pose. Lift. Press into the ground with your hands. Look up, maybe look back a little. And slowly lay your hips down. Right leg is going straight. Now the left foot crosses. So even if you could bend the other leg, I'm suggesting a straight leg for right now. So really work a charge through that right leg, flex the foot. And then the right arm can hug the shin, just at the top of the shin near the knee. Hug this in so you start to maybe get a stretch in the outer left hip. Lift up the crown and bring your chin off the chest a little. And now turn and bring your left hand behind you. And work again on that lower back, particularly on this side. It may be collapsing on the lower right side of the back. So lift, 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 and then turn. And you can feel the sacrum still steady. I haven't turned like this. See, if I turn like that, it's a different experience in the body than if I press the right hip down. Possibly only interesting to me, but stay with me. Look over your left shoulder. Take another breath and a deeper breath out. So your body gets a hint like, oh, we're going to be doing that. Now, bring your feet to the front of the mat, your hips forward a little. Slowly recline back, really slow. Try to control the descent. So you're scooping in the belly, scoop, 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 scoop. Now the right leg is going to come up here and I'm going to hold the thigh. So we want to learn to unbunch the hips. So push the right thigh forward a little bit, holding the thigh. I could just keep bringing it in and bunch the hip, but I'm going to contrast it with a press of the leg into my hand. Now the left leg hovers off the floor. Curl your leg up. I'm keeping both feet flexed. Bend your elbows and engage your biceps. Engage them. Breathe in. And now think of the chest coming really up, up, up. And you might let go. You might let go here. So twisting can also really benefit from a good core connection, right? Now take your hands here like a prayer, and you can interlace, make a finger, point the finger out. Right side, you're going to twist. Breathe in and try to get your right thigh closer to the chest. Now, if it's too much, put your left foot down, just gently on the floor. That may help, or hands behind the head. And then lie down and hug your knees. Take a breath. Empty out. Now the left leg is going to come up. Right leg is long and hovering. And work on that pressing, that unbunching of the hip. So this bunching is almost a kick of the hip to the side. Unbunching is that pushing the hip back. You know, when we are going to be standing, we'll be standing on that foot doing the same thing. Now curl up, bend your elbows. Can you engage your biceps and put more energy into the core strength? Bring the chest up more, and now the arms can come forward, maybe, or you hold your head. And now I can try to bring the thigh in, and then interlace the fingers, point the index, and reach outside. But I'm still going to try to unbunch that left hip. Reaching, and I'm going to try to get the left shoulder up. And then come down. Knees. Notice if you feel any energy in your core. We'll just do that one more time, a little more fluid. Hold the right leg. Extend the left curl. Unbunch the hip, press into the thigh. Extend out. Twist. Breathe. Now I want you to try this. Can you lift your left leg up and lower it down? Maybe point the leg to lift up, flex to lower, and one more point to lift, flex to lower. Lie down, hug your knees to your chest. Left leg up, flex the foot, right leg long. Curl up, bend your elbows, use your arm strength. Heart up, reach. Go to the side. Right leg up, point. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale up, it points. Exhale, flex and lower. Left shoulder up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hug your knees, come to the floor and just hug the knees. Your head can roll side to side. Now, place your feet on the ground. Bring your hips up, bridge the body, hold the side of your mat. So you just take your fingers under the side of the mat, thumb on top, pull the mat apart, scoot the shoulders under the body. Bridging. So if you overactivated your hip flexors and this is like, great. Eventually we want to get to that deeper core where we're not, overfiring hip flexors. Now undo your hands, reach your arms to the sky, then overhead, and slowly bring your hips down. So your spine is getting a treatment today. We're going to hug the knees, rock back, and we'll rock up and over all the way. Hands and knees, so you can just kind of hop back. Cat and cow now. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. And just inhale, look up. And you can come into downward facing dog. So we're in down dog now. Feel your hands. So you can do this kind of plucking the hands up and putting them down. I'm looking at my hands to do it. And get interested in all of the flesh of your palm touching the fabric of the mat. And now release the head and lift your hips. So you're in downward facing dog. And we're going to start to play with the feet. You're not going to take them off the ground, but in a similar curious way. Go up and down on the heels. So the flesh of the feet, you get more contact in certain parts and then less. As the heels come down, the toes could come up a little. Now, can you come up a little higher on the toes from your legs and down? Okay. So we're waking up. Inhale to plank. The head line is long, the neck line is long, the head is in line with the shoulders. So bring your gaze forward just in front of your hands And now rock a little with your toes. Forward and back, forward, back. One more. It's going to also stretch your arches. Come back to down dog. So inhale here, the right leg up. The right knee will cross over to the left elbow. And instead of letting that hip drop, pull the right hip up as the right knee is touching the left elbow. Then come up, down dog split. Now start it with an exhale. Pull the belly in and do it again. Pull the belly in. Pull. Now keep the right hip up. Then lift and see if that core support can help you. So I breathe in, exhale, pull the belly in, tap one more time, and then lift back up. Take your right foot forward, lunge. Move your left knee down, toes release. Inhale, come up. Anjaneyasana. Now, if you have a block, I'm going to have you hold your block for the first one. Above your head, fingertips long. Now think about your sacrum, and you can use your block or your hands and just put it there so you feel where your sacrum is. That's level right now. It hasn't turned. It's directly facing back. Now reach your arms up, start twisting to the right. And try not to let that sacrum line or plane turn so much. And squeeze your block. Bring the crown of the head up. So chin off the chest. One more. Inhale up. And exhale. Now, as you come down for twisting lunge, left knee comes up. And what happens? We'll take the right arm up. This left hip will want to come down. But we're going to keep the left hip up so the sacrum, again, stays stable. And you're turning more from the middle part of your chest, the thoracic spine, which is really a hard part of the body to open, but it can be quite freeing as we find more space. Now bring your right arm overhead and take your hands down, straighten your legs. Inhale, look forward, firm both legs. Exhale, fold, bow down. Walk your hands as far as you can forward. Now we're going to step to the front, feet hip-width distanced apart. Knees bend a little. And now inhale, half lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. I'm going to have you walk your hands out a little bit. Hands out. You can use your blocks if you need to. The knees bend, so we're trying to get the chest almost between the thighs, okay? Now, look at your right foot, but use your left hand, your opposite hand, and reach it under the side of the foot. So my hand is going under the side here. Left hand under the side of the foot, so you can pick your heel up and then press. Bend your left knee, but straighten your right leg. Now we are going to let that left hip, the thigh, get really close to the chest. And turn the body to the right. Turn, turn, turn. So now you're letting that left hip come down, 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 down on purpose. Press your right fingertips forward in space. Keep lifting the right hip up. And then bend both knees. Take both hands out. Look to the left foot. Grab under with the opposite hand, your right hand. So the right knee bends, but the left leg straightens. And I'm using my left fingers to push the floor forward and turn the spine more open. You can also use your right arm. You can bend your right elbow more. Okay, release that. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, fold over. Okay. Inhale, reach up to the sky, all the way up, look up. Exhale to the heart. Feet hip width apart is great. Inhale, reach up to the sky, look up. Exhale, fold over, bow down. Inhale, look up and lift your left leg up. Bend your right knee. Now here's where I want you to push your right hip back. Clap your hands together in a prayer. Lunge back toward Dekasana with prayer. So that means the chest is hovering. Can you press your right heel down? Inhale, rise up. Crescent lunge. Pretend you're holding that block. Squeeze some strength there and lift. Lift, lift. Now turn to the right, but keep pushing your left hip back. Keep pushing your left hip back. Breathe in. Now prayer your hands and bring your hands, your prayer hands, an elbow outside the right thigh. Now we're going to slowly put the left knee down. Push that left hip back. See if you can get a little more twist for the internal organs. Maybe release the toes in the back. So again, try not to let the left hip collapse. Bring your gaze to the back part of the room. Twists are hard. They can be. Hands down. Go to Ardha Hanuman. So we're looking at things from a stable place, but sometimes there are things we don't want to look at. So we have to feel inside of ourselves stability when we do those things, off the mat. Bend your right knee. And now step forward, hip width apart. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up with straight legs. Inhale. Fold over, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back. Down dog. Inhale, your left leg comes up. Bring your left knee to the right elbow. Mind your left hip if it's dropping. Pull it up. Inhale up. Now feel the exhale start. Pull the navel in and touch your right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, left foot places, lunge, right knee down. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. And sometimes I do ask you to kind of lean and get really low in that right thigh. Today, I'm really looking for this right hip stability coming back because we're going to be working in the twist. Grab your block, reach up, hug the block, and turn. Keep the right hip back. Chin off the chest. Face the front, inhale. And the block can come down. Twisting lunge, right hand comes down, left arm twists. Bring your right hip up as the left knee bends. So again, the turn is really from equatorial line, solar plexus, middle part of the chest comes up, lower part of the hemisphere, belly stays down, stomach to the side. Now bring your left arm overhead. Bring it overhead, both hands down, long pyramid. So extend the arms as far as you can. Pull this left hip back. Feel what that does. If you don't do it, you just hang out in the pose. What's next? Can I not do any of it? But keep going. We're going to do it. Pull the hip back. Of course, you could use your blocks too. All right, so bend into your left knee. Pluck the right leg up and then place your feet. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, hands on the shins. Push your sitting bones back, chest forward. Bend your knees a little, fold. So when you go to this forward bend, you might see with me, I'm trying to get my chest toward the thighs, on it, between it, really close. And this for me is a huge stretch. And then the hands come out. Now we're going to look at the left foot. We're going to pick a right hand under it and press the left leg straight, but keep the right knee bending. Now we are letting that right hip come down. Push the left heel down and the left hip up. Push your left fingers forward, twisting to the left now. And one more. Okay, bend your knees a little. Hands out. Look to the right foot, change. So get under the side of the right foot with your left hand. Right leg straight, straightens. Left knee bends. And I'm really trying to get the side of my left waist toward that left thigh. Pushing the fingers forward, twisting to the right. Notice your right foot. Can you press the right big toe mound down? Is it all in the outer edge of the foot? Root the inseam. One more breath. Okay, release. Bring your hands to shins. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, up to the sky, reach up. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, reach up to the sky, look up. Exhale, forward fold. As you look forward, lift your right leg up. Bend your left knee. Push the left hip back so it will start to become more natural. Rotate your right inner thigh up. Take your hands together. Prayer. Come back to Dekasana. Stay in Dekasana. Bring the shoulders just onto the back and then reach up. Crescent. Arms shoulder width apart like you're holding that block. Stay upright. Just start your turn upright. Upright. Prayer. Keep working the right hip back. And now take your right elbow outside of the thigh. Keep your right hip up, turning from the middle body, gazing either at the floor or up and back. You can look at the floor to put your right knee down to manage that transition. And then again, turning, but mind your right hip. Bring your outer right hip back. And then the gaze might come to the back of the room. And take your hands down. Move to Ardha Hanuman, counter stretch. So the toes come up. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, fold in. So in a moment, we'll do some of this a little more fluidly. And as we go moment to moment, can we find more integrity with how we touch these poses when we're in a more fluid state of flow? Bend your left knee. Step to the front of the mat. Let's bring the feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale back, down dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, right leg to sky, listen. Right foot steps, lunge, left knee down. Inhale, reach up. Turn in prayer, twist to the right here. Tuck your toes in the back, lift the thigh, feel the hip elevate. Twisting, right arm to the sky. Maybe left hand down. Breathe in and breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Just one more. In and exhale. Bring both hands down in. Straighten your legs, forward fold. Bend your right knee, listen. Exhale back and lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale back, down dog. Inhale, the left leg comes up. Exhale, left foot steps, lunge. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, left foot steps to lunge, right knee down. Inhale, reach up, Vinyasa. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Tuck your toes in the back, inhale. Lift the right knee, exhale. Left arm comes up, and maybe either half prayer or right hand to the floor or a block. And now, look at the floor. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, straighten your legs, fold in. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale to plank, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift back, down dog. Now, can you feel the flesh of your hands that really in surface touching with the mat? Push the mat forward, bring the sternum to the crown. Inhale to your toes, walk or hop to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up to the sky, look up. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, reach to the sky, look up. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, flat back, look forward, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale back, down dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Can you feel your pelvis lifting up off the thighs, getting more space in the lower back? You can close in the ribs, a little more containment through the core, the deep core. Hug your focus there. Inhale to your toes, walk or hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, reach up to the sky, look up, and exhale to the heart. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, flat back. Step or jump back, lower down, chaturanga, or just hold plank if you need to skip some of the vinyasa or modify. We'll meet back in down dog. Yeah, see, make sure again your head can turn, jaws relaxed. You can almost smile from inside your mouth. Maybe you just can't help it. It's happening. Inhale to toes, walk or hop to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, heart centers. Last one, inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, half lift. Step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, down dog. See if you can kind of hug the muscle of the bicep and tricep into the bone. Keep your hands firm, arms straight as you hop to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Reach up to the sky. Inhale all the way up. Exhale into our heart center. Chair pose, inhale, sit. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to plank. I'm going to hold plank this time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold plank. Inhale, look to the right. Balance on your left hand. You can put your left knee down and modify if needed. Sidearm balance. Breathe in. Right arm under the body. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in. Right arm sweeps under the body. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in. Right arm under. Breathe out to lift. Take your right arm overhead and pull yourself back to plank. Now listen from plank. Bring your right knee to the left elbow. Come back up. Down dog split. Breathe in and exhale, right foot forward, left heel flat. Inhale, come up. Warrior one. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Pull palms to prayer and lift your chest up. Now I want you to move your arms back for a moment with the handprint facing forward. Heel toe in a little bit if you're really deep in the pose. Interlace your fingers. So we're going to bring the shoulders back and work on a flat back spine. So what's nice if you have the flexibility, and you could also use a strap, is to feel your arms leveling your back in a way. It's one side higher or lower. Now, if that's really hard with the bind, it could be nice to fist bump and put your fist bump on your sacrum. Actually, go ahead and do that. I think that's even more effective. Fist bump on your sacrum so you can feel if the right hip is dropping, right? Now, can you feed the heart to the crown and get more space in the torso? And now reach your left arm forward, but try not to collapse your left hip. Left arm is forward. I'm keeping the back of my right hand on my sacrum. And then the left hand will come under the shoulder. Or deeper twisting, the left hand will go to the baby toe side of the foot or on a block, okay? Parvita Trikonasana prep. So where are we twisting is not here in the sacrum right now. We're twisting from the equatorial line at the solar plexus up, through the stomach and up through the heart and the shoulder. Now I'm going to use my right hand to pin that right hip back, what we talked about at the beginning, because booty wants to go to the window, but booty got to go back. Booty got to stay inside. So I'm pushing that back, right arm up. Maybe look up at your right thumb tip. And bring your hands down. Walk the hands as far as you can forward. Fold in. Bend your right knee, come back up. Warrior one. Open now, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, warrior two. Lift the crown, lift the crown. Inhale, hands to the mat. Step to plank, hold plank. Pull back, down dog. So I'm specifically not doing vinyasa there. You could, but I'm not. I'm suggesting it this way. Inhale to plank, because I really want you to fortify this experience. I want the right shoulder so strong. Right knee can come down if needed. So we need stability in the shoulder capsule. Left arm is up. Inhale, left arm under. Exhale up. So I'm keeping my drishti down. Exhale up to the arm to keep my balance a little clearer. Inhale, down with the arm. Exhale up. Now the left arm comes overhead. As I come back to plank, there's not a weight change, so it's kind of hard. You stay on the right toes. Left knee comes to the right elbow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left foot forward. Right heel flat. Inhale, rise. Warrior one. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Pull prayer to the heart. As you pull down, can you lift your chest up higher, higher, and then move the arms back, back. Interlace the fingers. Start with an interlace. Lean forward. I'm going to bring my back foot in just a little bit. And your flat spine might be 45 degrees, right? It may not be 90 degrees. So just feel out how deep you can go. I have to sometimes micro bend my knee on my left side. That's a me thing. Some people have that. If you've had piriformis sensitivity on one side, you might be micro bending a knee. That way I'm going to engage that quad more too when the knee's a little bent. There you are. Okay, fist bump to the sacrum. This is still happening. Just be here with me. And then the right hand can come to the floor. Turn to the left. So what's turning and what's not turning? My belly stays down. My stomach and heart turn to you. And then the left arm. So I could even check my left hand can stay on the sacrum for a moment. Feel that the hips are level. And then the left arm comes up. And that will tell you if you need a block, which a lot of people do. And try to firm your right leg too. One more breath. What are we looking at? Where is our stability when we look at difficult things? Come down. We got to have that. We got to cultivate that. Fold in. Take a breath. Breathe out. Bend your left knee. Now you can go into full vinyasa. Inhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And back to down dog. So the back bend might feel really nice in that up dog after all this twisting. All right, inhale to your toes. Walk or hop to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. While you're here, if you have blocks, place them in front, high. You could even use them for flat back. It's kind of nice. Fold over. Bend your knees, chair pose, and stand tall. Okay, prayer to the heart. So we're going to be, get the blood back in the body, in the brain. Here we go. Inhale, chair pose, sit. Exhale, fold. Inhale, put your left hand on the block or the floor, right hand on the hip. Actually, place your right hand, the back of your hand on the small of your back. Your hand on your back. Okay. Micro bend your right knee. Lift your left leg up. Keep your right knee micro bend. You can even use your hand to push that right hip back. Now, notice your left leg if it gets tired. This left inner thigh comes up, so the leg doesn't open here. The left inner thigh comes up. We're going to turn and look to the right, and possibly cactus or straight right arm to the sky, Parvita Ardha Chandrasana. Twisting. I'm going to bend the knee because I'm nice, so we're coming out a little earlier than maybe we would sometimes. Now, both hands down. We're going to tuck left knee behind that right ankle and then lift up. And do it again. And see if the butt can get lower and then pick up. And then get all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, sit. And go ahead and put yourself, like now we're in that full seated twist where we started with a leg straight. Now that left knee is bent. So sit, left arm up, exhale, elbow to the side. So I'm going to orient the other way so you can see where this is going better. I'm on the same side, it's the same right side, so my right knee is the high knee. And then twist to the right. Sacrum still level. Inside organs are having their feels today. A lot of experience there. So where this could go, you can stay, or you can play with using your feet. I'm going to lift the feet up like this. So I'm leaning back here. And then I'm going to take this right hand, I'm going to point it to the back. And I'm going to lift the body up. I'm going to start to turn this way and see, can I lift the butt and come into a variation of side crow from the twist. Say what? So what I did, we were here, right? It's almost easier if it's not slowed down, I think. Right hand back, spiral back. So what is on the arm? My right knee. Bend the elbows, and then I practice. Happiness. I practice happiness. Okay, counter stretch, other way. Now I'm going to go back to facing this way where I had been. I'm with you again. Now in the counter stretch, I'm going to have us go kind of deep down, maybe even on the forearms. Mm-hmm. And then from here, we unwind it. We lean forward, we pick up the left leg, and we come to sit in chair pose. Oh my God, that was so bad. Stand tall, prayer to the heart. Stay, just stay. It's going to get better. We just got to do this side. Just one little side. All right, so chair pose. Inhale, sit. Put your hand on the right block, and you're going to stand on your left leg. Micro bend the left knee. Right toes flex. And you can start your twist. Left arm up. Bend your right knee. Bring your hands down so you can tuck in. Up 1. Tuck in. Up 2. Tuck in to sit. Organize the feet so you can move that left foot over a little. Matsyendrasana. So get both sitting bones straight down. The right elbow actually comes outside, going a little deeper in the twist. Crown of the head is up, and then we'll look to the back of the mat. Yeah, we can have a tendency to drop the chin a lot. So it could be interesting if you scan your room for focal points that are horizon or higher. Now, if you're doing this variation, this capoeira moment, I lift it up a little. So I got this foot on the floor, my right foot. And then I'm going to pivot. Left hand is already kind of getting back there. I'm going to pivot the body. And now balancing into side crow. Maybe for a second. We sit. Say what? Here it is again. I'm here. My left hand is back. I'm going to come back. I'm going to lift the butt up by pressing into that right foot. Butt up. That's got to happen. Right hand places. My left elbow is free. Nothing is bearing weight on the other elbow. Only the right. Okay. And then we sit. I tuck this right foot in again. So we meet together here. And then have a counter stretch to the right. Maybe you can get low and down. And then come up. All right. Cross your ankles. Oh, don't do that. Let's come out the way we came in. Left foot places. And we'll come to standing split. And we'll place our feet chair pose. Inhale. And stand tall. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Look up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to plank, last vinyasa, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale back, down dog. Come through to sit. If you have blocks, you can play with them for wheel. We're going to have blocks under the feet for bridge or wheel, but if you don't have them, no worries. It's just like you're wearing platforms. Now notice all the feelings, all the sensations of the body. If you're still here, great. Okay, so twisting is a great preparation for back bending. A great preparation for a lot of spines. I guess it could depend on some individual cases though. All right, so I'm going to start this from bridge and then press to wheel. So lifting the hips, it's going to feel different, and you may have to adjust. So you're trying to get the feet, I'm sometimes too close, to be right over the knees over the feet. So you have bridge, you can really get the shoulders under, or you can place your hands and play with this experience in Urdhva Dhanurasana. Top of head, and then pressing up. So what happens is really opening in the chest. Now, I do wish my AirPod would stay in. Let me find it. I do feel my blocks needed to be a little further forward, or my butt a little further back for that. So you can feel that out. All right, so with blocks, if you're into this, we're going to try 2 more. Full wheel, but take a breath. Got to recover, let it out. So we also don't approach it in a grasping, kind of way. We're just practicing. Second one, here we go. Come up. So now I'm pressing into the mat, trying to keep the thighs from splaying open. And I can really feel with my feet on the blocks how my feet turn out, because I can feel that my toes are at the edge and my heel is not. It's an interesting indicator of those tendencies. In case you saw that, I'm just saying I knew it was happening too. Her feet are turned out. Yep. Here we go. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Okay. So we have the hands coming by the head. We're coming up. Full wheel. Press up. Firm the arms, even though you have your body here. Can you firm the bicep, tricep more? And then straighter legs. And come down. The head can move side to side. Okay. So here we go. We're going to use our blocks to the side. This is optional for twisting. So what's nice with the blocks to the side is that, again, it will, for today, keep the sacrum really level. So I'm going to move my hips to the right a little bit. Right knee in, left leg long, like we've done many, many times, a lot of us, and then right knee to the block. So it just kind of lands, and it really gives that sacrum support, and you could raise your block higher if you want. And then to your arms. I'm going to also elongate and activate the left leg, and then look to the right. Okay, take a breath in. Look up, stay in the pose, and just notice. So we hold sometimes at the end these poses just a little longer. All you're doing, you're still in the twist, you've just shifted your gaze up and get back into the body. Bring some awareness to the hip and the back. So our body has time to catch up to the pose. I mean, our body's always present, whereas we're not, in our mind. So what I mean by that is the body's been present the whole time, but it may not have had enough time to fully warm, to fully release webs of fascia and to stretch muscle tissue. And for us to breathe and facilitate all of that, we have to let the body catch up in these finishing poses sometimes, or really any time that it feels called. So now we'll come out. Then you can move your hip to the left knee in, right leg long, and then the knee comes over to the right. Yeah, so the body wants some time. It doesn't want to be rushed out the door. Are you ready yet? Body might be changing its outfit. Don't rush body. So here we are, and you can look to the left. Patient. Now we just simply look at the ceiling. We notice where the body is now, how it's adapting. And can we bring the breath down into the belly, soft into the belly? Okay, and now slowly we'll come out of that. Hug your knees. If you're doing Viparita Karani with blocks, I suggest 2 blocks under the sacrum where they're stacked if you want height. If you don't want height, 1 block, either level 2 or level 1. Okay. So if you have 2 blocks, I prefer this over doing that 1 block high It creates a nice stable base for the sacrum to rest. You could do headstand, but today I would suggest this one so that we can stay with this theme of the sacrum awareness we're doing. Won't be twisting, but now it's resetting, right? It's creating a nice stability. So the sacrum rests like a little shelf. And then the hinge happens at the hip crease. A lot of people like to tip the sacrum up in this pose. It's a little more comfortable for some. If there's something structurally where you have to do that, that's okay. But if it's not a structural issue, then I would suggest trying to practice Viparita Karani with your sacrum level, okay? Sacrum, second chakra area of the body, holds a lot of energy, a lot of emotion, and a lot of creativity too. You can place your hands near the belly, let the belly be soft, and we'll take a breath in and take the breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. And you're going to hold empty in a moment. Now hold empty, no air. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold empty, no air. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold empty, space, quiet. Inhale. To normal breathing, exhale, bend the knees. Place your feet down, supported bridge. Or if you have no block, just feet in constructed rest on the floor. If you have the blocks, pick your butt up off the blocks. Take the blocks away. Slowly lay the hips down, one vertebra at a time. Okay, and then you'll just hug your knees to your chest. We'll just give ourselves a little squeeze. You can rock your head side to side. And lie down now and take rest. Shavasana. You can begin to deepen the breath. Move your fingertips and your toes around. And go ahead and hug your knees to your chest. Roll to your side. And we'll come up to sit in a comfortable seat, tall spine engaged inside the body, this energy that's coming from the sacrum up the spine, from the pelvic floor, even up the spine. We have that inner support, stability, from which we can turn, see things clearly. Let's take our palms to prayer, and we will close with the sound of Om. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Thank you for being here. I'm Alex. Until next time.